Shalom to like giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Yashai, Bashem Kakodash. Even double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of the Great Millstone for well, peace and salutation to the elect. Shem Yahweh is a mapper for the Great Millstone Playing Tables Camp of Philadelphia, coming with another wee lesson. However, the topic today is Rite Aid to shutter more than 100 stores amid bankruptcy. And this is posted about 15 hours ago. And it's currently June the 5th, and 2025, hopeful year of the deliverance of Jacob, Israel, which is going to be the elect of the nation of Israel. The 1/3, and 144,000, and the rest of the remnant of the men, women, and children that believe in Yahweh Shem Yashai. First starting with the prophets. Alright, and then have it the hopeful year of the destruction of Esau, Edom. Alright, and judgment. So, as we move forward with prophecy, more and more businesses are shuttering. So, you have Rite Aid to shutter more than 100 stores amid bankruptcy. On top of Rite Aid's financial woes, it's faced a series of lawsuits, being accused of overprescribing opioids after eliminating $2 billion in debt in its first restructuring in 2023. The company failed to regain financial stability during its latest round of business. Rite Aid executives have reportedly told staffers to expect their stores to close this year. The company didn't respond to Daily Mail. So, you have it. Pretty much you can count Rite Aid and put it in a bag because it's through. And Rite Aid is like a neighborhood pharmacy. You see it with the mortar and pestle and the herbs. Alright, this is where people would go, for pharmacy prescriptions, and also a lot of different over-the-counter and drugs. Okay, cold, cough medicines and such. But also like random knickknacks and to get things developed, like photos developed. Get money orders and such. Well, that business is through, man. New Jersey Rite Aid store closing, growing mid Rite Aid bankruptcy. So, you have a lot of different locations, over 100, be shuttered. Okay, and it's not just like certain states. This is nationwide. So, Rite Aid is through. Now, this has been a trend, and we have it also. TD Bank, okay. We have it here in the news. TD Bank closed nearly 40 branch locations in early June. Okay. And TD Bank plans to close 38 of its branches across 10 states and Washington, D.C. by June 5th as part of a broader corporate strategy to reduce physical location amid growing digital banking trends. So, even amongst all the closing, we also have other prophecies, leading towards MOTB. Okay, because the phasing out of physical cash and the use of digital banking, digital mobile apps, and just mobile payments being done, it leaves the need for an actual store physically to and be able to cash out checks and submit checks. You can all do all of those different transactions on your phone now. You just open up the app, take a picture of the check, and it'll, Lord will clear, and it's deposited into your account. Whereas times past, you had to go to a physical bank, waiting line, sign, all the different necessary checking or savings or whatever account information. Just deposit it. You can do this thing at your fingertips, okay, without even leaving home, okay. But you have closures come at a time when banks across the country are downsizing brick and mortar operations due to shifting to consumer habits. Financial institutions include J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo have scaled back on their branches and networks in recent months. The pace of branch closures has doubled since 2020, driven by increase in reliance on mobile apps and online platforms for daily transactions. A lot of people, they want to pay somebody. They ain't using cash, they're using Cash App, okay? And syncing that with their bank accounts and such. So, that's that. And then also there's a lot of different scandals being done, with TD Bank, over money laundering. Okay, they've been habit that they had the Department of Justice reported that the bank failed to monitor over 18 trillion in payments and allowed more than 600 million in illicit transaction. So your bankers, they be doing a lot of corrupt things, man, for the love of money. Okay, so I will get a couple scriptures and such. We're seeing the end of the time, man. The show. So we gotta keep our heads up and continue to stay in prophecy, because things are moving quick. Before you know it, Yahushua will be here. So this is Isaiah chapter 19:15. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which is America, which is spiritually Sodom, Egypt, place of our captivity. This is a place of double straits for us, all right, which the head or tail, branch, or rush may do. Okay, top to bottom, man. No work, and the works are being also taken out by these robotics and such, the AI and all of that. Okay. Let's get also Jeremiah 51, which comes out like every time I do a lesson. In 7 it says, Babylon had been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand and made all the earth drunken, pardon me. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroy house for her and take bond for her pain, and so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment is reached unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies, man. And there's no healing, for these different defects, okay, that we have in America, okay. These countries try to, these corporations, try to restructure, they try to save the business. Everything's locked up in the store. You got barely any employees. The employees are, being overworked. Okay, you got them doing multiple jobs. A lot of these businesses too, you can tell they're through, because when you see like them fail to pay the landscapers, even take up for the upkeep of the company, you know, on the exterior. Now that's another sign that the place is through. So that's what we're seeing in these times, man. You know, the Lord shutting this place down and taking away the past prosperity. Esau, Edom. And it says here, in the day, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves in the grinder seats, which is the work, because they are few. You know, the work for the workers is going to cease, man. You know, the very few jobs that are still existing, they even drying up. Okay. Everything gonna be pretty much centralized. It look like to a lot of these big box stores such as Walmart and Target. Okay, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and when he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the dogs of music shall be brought low. So, you know, you're gonna see a lot of these different businesses just dry up and be no more. Okay, including banks that allegedly supposed to have the money and know how to manage money. So let's listen to the Spirit. Shalom to you, like.